Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our module, CITE on Your Campus. CITE started at CUNY in 2022. Since then, we've learned a lot. We learned that when faculty have time and support to tinker with new tools and computing ideas and approaches in their teaching, they come up with incredibly creative and impactful ideas. They implement their ideas in ways that increase teacher candidates' self-efficacy, interest in technology, and abilities to teach learners about, with, through, and against technology.
But we've also learned that individual faculty working in isolation is not enough to achieve our big goal. And as a reminder, that goal is that all students attending a CUNY college or program of education will experience meaningful, equitable, and coherent CITE integrations in those courses, including disciplinary foundations, methods, and clinical experiences, and even in general education courses. When we say all education students, we don't just mean those that are lucky enough to take a class with a faculty member who is involved in CITE PD. We mean all education students in all programs. Also notice that word in our goal, coherent. Our teacher candidates should encounter CITE activities and assignments in an order that makes sense and in a way that allows them to build on what they learn from class to class so that experiences add up to real learning and impact over time so they become ready for the field.
To promote coherence and equitable access to CITE for all TCs, starting in 2023, we invited colleges to form strategic planning CITE committees, whose mission it would be to make program-wide changes in their curriculum around computing and digital literacy integrations. Perhaps a leader or a member of one of these committees invited you to take this course. These committees began their strategic program change work by setting a vision for CITE in one or more of their department's programs. We asked them to answer this question: what should your teacher candidates know and be able to do with computing and digital literacies by the time they graduate?
And over the last couple of years, teams have worked hard to answer this question. CITE committees have hosted department meetings. They've invited adjuncts and faculty, full-time faculty to give input. They conducted student surveys, asking students for their perspectives in focus groups. They've partnered with P12 partner schools and so much more. Through these processes, teams landed on meaningful, clear, and equitable CITE learning goals for teacher candidates in their programs. These CITE learning goals are now functioning as a roadmap for campus teams as they work towards that North Star of access to computing integrated teacher education for all teacher candidates.
Departments and campuses at CUNY all came up with different answers to the question of what TCs should know and be able to do when it comes to CDLs. One of the goals of this course, then, is not just to onboard you to CITE's larger mission, but to discover the vision on your campus. This module will reintroduce you to the CITE teams on your campus. In a video, the team leads will share your campus's vision and the people making it happen. They'll also share a bit about the role that you might play in CITE on your campus. This module will also share CITE learning goals that have been developed for teacher candidates in one or more programs at your college.
After you watch the video from your campus CITE team and review the CITE learning goals that have been developed for teacher candidates in one or more programs at your college, we'll invite you to reflect on what you've reviewed in a discussion thread, where the focus question is, which CITE learning goal from your campus resonates most with you and the courses you teach, and why? Enjoy making some connections to CITE on your campus.